Take a few questions. With your support, we will put farmers first. We will put Iowa first. And above all, we will put America first. Under Joe Biden, it has been a nonstop war on American agriculture. You know that better than anybody. Just weeks ago, the Biden EPA slashed ethanol blending levels by hundreds of millions of gallons. Did you know that? Yes. He's trying to raise taxes on farms, reinstate the death penalty, the death tax. He wants to reinstate the death tax, the one I just told you about when you want to leave your farm to your incredible families. And he wants to reinstate that tax in its entirety. And fertilizer prices are now almost 300% higher than they were just a short time ago. People can't get it. They can't get it. On top of it all, with the insane Green New Deal, Joe Biden is trying to totally kill Iowa ethanol and replace it with expensive electric cars. This is what the people want, electric cars. Everybody wants to drive for an hour and then run out of energy. I'll tell you the only good thing about it, and look, I think it's great. If you want to buy an electric car, good. But if you want to buy a car that happens to be run for something that we have more of than anybody in the world, liquid gold underneath, it's gasoline. If you'd like to, drive for 7 hours without having to stop for 9 hours, go forever practically. But you have to be able to have a choice. If you want an electric car, yeah, you should have an electric car. We're all for it. But if you want another type of car, if you want hybrids, you got to be able to buy this. They want to go all electric. In California, they don't call them brownouts anymore. They call them blackouts. The whole state doesn't have any electricity, and now they want to go to all electric cars. These people are insane. They're trying to destroy our country. The only industry that's in love with that all electric cars, you know what it is? The tow truck industry. Because after driving for 49 minutes and your car is stopped in the middle of nowhere, who do you call? Could you get me a tow truck? Where the hell do I get this car recharged? No, if you want electric, that's great. And if you want gasoline, that's great. Combustion. But it's so crazy what they're doing to our country. That's the least of it. How about the open borders? People coming in by the hundreds of. People coming in, hundreds of thousands of people a day coming in. Terrorists, people from jails, people from mental institutions, insane asylum, which is a step above a mental institution. Within hours of my inauguration, I will cancel every Biden policy that is brutalizing our farmers and our country. I will end the Biden assault on ethanol. I will end and stop Biden's inflation nightmare. This is an inflation nightmare. And when you think about it, what did he do? He has energy going through the roof. Energy is all-encompassing. It's big. And you couldn't get it. We were energy independent just a short time ago. We were soon going to be energy dominant. We were going to supply energy all over the world. We were going to take care of Europe, so they didn't have to buy. I was the one that stopped the pipeline from Russia to Germany. I stopped it. Then they say, oh, he's so soft on Russia. I was the worst thing that ever happened. Putin would even say to me, he said, they always say you're soft. You're the worst thing that ever happened to us, but we got along. It's nice to get along with people. But, he would have never gone into Ukraine. You know that, right? He would never have gone, or as Biden would say, he would have never gone into Iraq. Do you saw that? He would never have gone into Iraq. Then a little bit later in the day, he said again, he got killed. And then later on, he said, we have to stop Russia from fighting with Iraq. No, let me tell you, the gloves are off with these guys, because these guys, there's something wrong with them. We will bring down interest rates. and appoint a special team to attack the high price of fertilizer and other farm products, which is happening again because of energy. Drill, baby, drill. That's what we're going to do. We're going to drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. We have more than any other liquid gold. We have more than any other country in the world. Nobody has even close. We have more than Saudi Arabia, more than Russia. We were so beautiful. We were so energy independent. We were soon going to be making a fortune with the energy, a fortune, and we're going to pay off debt. We're going to get those trillions of dollars paid off. We're going to lower taxes even further. I gave you the biggest tax cuts in history, but we're going to go further. I will terminate Biden's atrocious electric car mandates and rapidly restore American energy independence and energy dominance with Iowa ethanol and ethanol generally right at the center of the action. We're going to be using ethanol and everything else. We will get the prices so low. Remember, we had you down to $1.87. We actually had you down to $1.50 a gallon, but they were all going to go out of business. We had to get it up. I said, let's get it up a little bit. But then after that, we saw it go up to $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, and now it's still very, very high. And the economy's lousy, but when the economy gets better, it's hard to get better when you have high energy prices, but if and when it gets better, under these people, it'll never get better, it'll only get worse. They're looking to destroy our country. But we'll get the prices way down, and then we'll get the interest rates down, and then the home builders are going to start to build again because they've stopped, because nobody can get money from a bank. Nobody can borrow money because the interest rates are so high. We won't just increase ethanol production in our country. We'll make it our mission to export the ethanol, which I told all of your dealers and all of the people, thousands and thousands of jobs in your state. We're going to go all over the world. I'm going to allow that to go all over the world, and it'll be a great market. To knock down barriers for American farm products, I will pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act. I was all set to get it done, and then we had a thing called the China virus come in. Has anyone heard of the China virus? If India or China or any one of many countries, which is what they were doing to us, hits us with a 100% or a 200% tariff or tax, we will hit them with exactly the same tariff or tax right back. So that if India, which I have a great relationship with Modi, like him, but they're very tough traders, and they, as an example, if a Harley Davidson sold into India, they charge them almost 200% tax. You know what they say? We don't want them. Come in, build a plant in India, and sell them in India, no tax. And that's what we're doing, and that's what I was doing. We don't want your product. We want you to build your factory here, or we want you to build your factory in the United States. It's so basic. But I'll tell other countries where we spend billions and billions of dollars on military protection, we protect these countries, they wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for us, that if they do not give preferential treatment to our farmers and to our manufacturers, the troops are going to pack up and they're going to come home. We got a lot of people we protect. I mean, I'd have a lot of meetings with the heads of countries, a number of them in particular, but one, and really, we were spending billions and billions of dollars protecting them. I said, where do you buy your military equipment? I knew the answer. Well, I'd rather not really discuss that. No, where do you buy it from? I mean, we give you all this money. We buy a lot from China. We buy a lot from Russia. We buy very little from the United States. I said, why are we giving you billions of dollars? And he couldn't answer the question. It's not answerable. You know why? Because the people that ran this country are stupid people. That's why. They're stupid. And for the purposes of national security, I will ban communist China from buying up American farmland and other critical infrastructure in the United States. Have to do it. You have to do it. And China will be just fine. They'll be fine.